You would not be able to fulfill a purpose. Associating and developing deep connection and even starting a relationship with the wrong person is dangerous, and is one of the ills associated with it is that it will make you unable to fulfill God's purpose for your life. For the assignment that God has given to you, He has also prepared the right person that you would be able to fulfill and achieve it with. This was that God saw and decided to make Eve for Adam. The task was great for Adam, and God saw that he needed a helpmate to strengthen and comfort him, and the need for Eve came. Association or deep connection and the relationship with the wrong person would not allow you to fulfill and undertake the task and the assignment that God has given to you. You might struggle, but you will not be able to have it done because you are with the wrong company. Connection with the right person will make you wild. Association and deep connection with the wrong people will ruin your life. What limited the life of Samson and hindered him from completing the assignment and purpose God gave him was deep connection and association with the wrong person. Delilah lured Samson out of purpose, and instead of Samson to be thinking about destroying the enemy, which was among his assignment, he was cohabiting with the enemy, and it was the cause of his downfall. You cannot develop a deep connection and association with the wrong person and still be able to achieve what God has in life for you. The person who distracts you and turn your attention into helping him or her achieve his or hers, which is not yours or connected or related to yours. This is how it is when you develop a deep connection or relationship with the wrong person. You are moving with the wrong engine for life, and your protectiveness is reduced and your lifespan on earth is also reduced. Never get connected or develop a deep relationship with the wrong person. You will not be able to achieve and fulfill the purpose and the assignment God called you to earth to do. Seek for the right person from Him and connect to the right person. God will take you away from the wrong location, like Moses, to where you find the right person to develop a deep connection with so that you can fulfill the purpose for which God has called you. You would be taken far from God. Another reason why you should never develop a deep connection or relationship with the wrong person is that they will take you far from God. Samson remains our classical example here. Instead of Samson to be having intimacy with God and direction from God, he was sleeping on the lap of a prostitute. This is what happens when you decide to develop a deep connection with the wrong person. With the right person, you would not be far from God, because the right person for you is from God, and your heart and that of the person has been set aright by God. The person would want you both to continue servicing your altar of prayer together. There is nothing that joins a been relationship like prayer. The only thing that can keep you both together is connection to God, and this is derived when you pray together and study the Word of God together. Imagine being cut off from Source and Maker. You become empty without direction. This was the case of Samson with the wrong person in his life. He lost touch with God. Samson never had time to pray or seek the face of God. Only when he was hungry and about to die. He is the purpose of our existence, and we exist because of Him. And as such, we cannot afford to be with the wrong person that will lure us and take us far from touch with God. Another classical example here is Solomon. Solomon was a lover of God, and God loved him also and was blessing him and directing him on how to lead and rule the people of the land. King Solomon lost touch with God when he began to go after a foreign woman. It was foreign woman that introduced King Solomon to strange gods, and King Solomon begins to offer burnt offerings and sacrifice to these strange gods and forget the God that gave him the throne, wealth, and wisdom he had. This is what the wrong person does to your life. You lose touch and get disconnected from God, and you are headed for a bad end because it is Him that He has good plans for you. Aside Him is sorrow and bitterness And this was the end of King Solomon and Samson. They ended their lives in pain and bitterness. You do not need to remain or be with someone who will take you away from one who knows the end of your life from the beginning, and he has a perfect plan and blueprint for your life. Never allow yourself to develop a deep connection or association with the wrong person. Remain connected and aligned with him to reveal and help connect you to the right person for your life and destiny, and you would never go far from him. You would miss God's blessing for your life. Men are God's matter and instrument. Men remain the medium through which God can bless people. Men are the carriers of the blessing of God. And that is why you need to locate the right person who has the blessings of God for your life. Jacob needed a Rachel in his life to access the blessings of God in his life. He would have still been blessed leaving and staying with Leah alone. But the main person for his life was Rachel. She was also the mother of Joseph. You can therefore not afford to be with the wrong person in life. Do not make this mistake of running or settling with the wrong person for life, because by so doing, you are robbing yourself of the blessings of God for your life and destiny. Abraham enjoyed this blessing from God because he was the right person for life, while Samson did not see this blessing in his life because he developed a deep connection and had a relationship with the wrong person for life. While Abraham died in a very old age and was never troubled by his wife, Samson was tortured by his partner, and she was the one that handed him over his enemy. The life of Ruth and her mother-in-law changed the moment. Ruth got connected to the right person for her life and destiny. She connected to the channel of blessing that God prepared for her from the beginning. Your blessings are connected to the right partner, and until you get connected with that person, you will miss out on that blessing. A careful study of the Genesis book will reveal that Isaac was not blessed mighty by God until Rebekah came to scene and became part of his life. Do not settle down or develop a deep connection or relationship with the wrong person, because you will struggle through life and not see the blessing of God in your life. You will short-live your life. When you are connected and have a deep connection with the right person, it adds to you having a meaningful life. Association and connection with the wrong person would cut short your lifespan on longevity. Your life will have no impact. Only someone that is sent by God for you would assist you achieving your goals. When your life is tied with the wrong person, you are in for trouble, pain, stress, and compliments, and this goes a long way in reducing your joy and in turn cut short your life. But when you are with the right person, you get support and encouragement to live long on the assignment and stay long on earth. When you need to seek out the right person for your life and build a deep connection with the person, get the right person, build with the right person, and stay with the right person, and you will be on your way to destiny fulfillment. You would be close to the God as your relationship with Him would be strengthened here on earth.